Let's just
Yeah,
like one shot
something's
the
gonna
fucking
happen.
dragon.
Cool. Twitch, we are back, and in the words of Jimmy, let's resolve this episode. Not our characters, but
All right. So you guys get up to a landing and go through another set of obsidian doors. And in here, once again, you're hit by another heat wave as you see kind of a large room, probably 50 feet in diameter, circular. And there are various pools of lava here and there. And on a large ledge, sort of overlooking the entire room, is a massive fucking dragon. Um, Far larger than Rakumin, far larger than Loriquathius or Melakal, the biggest dragon that any of you have ever seen. Um, and she's kind of speaking to a much smaller dragon who I think you all recognize due to his injuries as,
oh shit.
well,
Wait,
the
repeat the last thing you said?
Yeah.
I didn't hear what you actually said.
as
Bulma.
Bulma, the dragon that Durian had failed to negotiate with the last time. Um, and you can hear her saying in a loud, clear voice, "I don't care what it takes. Find them, root them out, and kill them. Bring them here. We will make them pay for Yakma's death." And Bulma, yes, mother, and quickly flies out a small. You see the room's kind of ringed with very small tunnels, maybe, probably about that large, like big enough for you guys to climb through, but they're all about 30 feet off the ground. And as you come in and he flies out, Agrept kind of flies up to her and says, "Yeah, hey, dear Your Highness, Miss Marquise. Yeah, these are the dark skins I told you about." She looks down at you.
I bow deeply.
Great curtsy.
Pretend to be like, oh shit, what do I do? Curtsy and bow.
Caleb?
Bow.
Okay. Yeah, she unfurls her wings, massive, and sort of jumps up into the air and glides down. Boom! Shaking the ground as she lands. Looks over at you and says, "So you are the drow that come to make a deal with me."
We wish to bargain for Plergar. Plergoth. Too many R's in S. I say Plergoth.
Plergoth, eh? And what do you want with him?
It has been foretold that we should bring him before our high
Foretold
priestess.
by whom?
Our high priestess Sidora, who is a vassal of Lolth.
So your high priestess foretold that he must be brought before the high priestess.
A nod. A bow nod, yes.
I see. What language are you speaking in?
Draconic.
See. Rekmail de Loshna Alabasto.
Oh, fuck.
She looks at you.
I look back and I say,
Give me a perception check.
I don't need one.
Okay.
Oh!
All right. Go for it.
I look back and I say, I prefer to speak in a tongue more akin to yours.
Nice. She nods and says, "A wise concession. We shall see what else you concede in our bargaining. So, what do you propose to trade for?" "Plergoth. I consider him valuable."
I understand, and perhaps it would be revealing of your position, but I would be interested about how you obtained this being. It was foretold that he had knowledge and therefore his sacrifice would be a boon for our people.
Are there many fortune tellers among the drow?
There are wise people. I do not ask questions beyond that. I merely am sent out to bargain.
They are wise, and yet they seek his wisdom.
His wisdom is what makes his blood valuable.
His blood. You intend to sacrifice him, you say.
I nod.
To what purpose?
I do not ask of the ways of Lolth, only that it is important that he must die and at our hands, by the hands of our priestess Sidora.
I see, so you would not be content to kill him here.
I am merely an escort and a tradesman. And I sort of bow and say, that is why I am sent to bargain.
That is why Sidura sent you, Alton.
I am accomplished in the world. I have, and I give like a
What house are you from?
my house is not important.
I will tell you what is important, and I have asked you a question. Which noble house are you from, Alton of the Drow?
I look down a moment, and then I look up and I say, you lay me bare. I am an orphan. I was sent on a deed that was deemed too dangerous for more valuable members of my clan.
An orphan. Your people insult me. I know you, Drow. You value nobility above anything else. And they send a familyless fool to negotiate.
But our gifts were thought to remedy my own.
Inadequacy.
I look down a moment and I say,
What about you? She says, looking over at, I guess you got a 1 in 3 chance.
At all of us because we're all really tiny compared
Nephany,
to her giant head.
Balinar, or
No.
Ranagar?
Yep. So, Josh, you're 1, Allison 2, Kevin 3. Caben,
No!
the dragon looks over at you and says some shit in dragon tongue that you don't fucking understand.
We're just like all of us that
Actually,
don't
no,
understand Draconic are just
wait,
like,
wait. No, I do get to re-roll that because she knows shit about Drow. So 50-50 that she would look at the female versus the males. Caben, she looks at you.
Well, that's not you guys.
And she says some stuff. And the dragon is now looking right at you.
I don't say it. I just keep on like holding my face what I beforehand, and then she's just looking at me, and I look to Durian. I don't like break face or anything. I just look over Durian like I don't know what's going on.
She looks back at you, Alton, and says, "Do they not even send vassals that can speak to me?"
I'd been bowed, and I look my head up and I say, we were sent with goods, but I must be honest, the word came of the last time our kind came before you, and they sent valuables, not valuable drow.
Really? Can any of you understand me? She says in Draconic, looking at you, Buck, and you, Nina.
I take 3 steps forward in curtsy.
nope.
Ah, yes, of course. The only female of the group. The only one with any sense, I'm sure. From what I have heard of your people.
I could have sense if I was a woman still.
Yeah, so she looks expectantly at you, Nina. How do you respond?
I am most honored you think that way of me.
Well, I couldn't think any less of him. What is your name?
My name is Lady Nephany, Your Grace.
Of which house?
Alderon. I have to come up with something.
Nephany of House Alderon. I must admit I don't hear much of drow politics. How fares your society?
As to be expected, you're most. I think I paused for a second. I try to honestly think of the word because I've been distracted in real life. You're well informed. Our society fares quite well at the moment, though recent events with surface dwellers have caused some issues.
Recent events,
Mm-hmm.
Such
seems-
as?
Well, to the south, there was word that kobolds started infesting our kin's lair because of incidents regarding humans.
It's incidents regarding humans.
Yes, apparently the humans had done something in the mountains and caused a flood of vermin to come into our, well, reputable towns and society.
I've not heard news of this. Interesting. But nothing in the local area?
No, just our kin.
So why did they send these fools with you to negotiate? It's obvious you're the one I should be speaking to.
Well, even an escort, or even the negotiator must require an escort. It is dangerous in times of travel.
Durian starts to sweat finally. Nina negotiating for us makes Durian sweat.
The flowers on
Just
your
rolled
armor
down.
start to grow.
See. Lady Nephany, I must admit I'm a bit distracted at the moment. And no doubt you've heard of the surface dwellers invading the area.
I heard something on the lines of that, yes, from your small companion.
I see. Have you heard anything else?
Just that you're seem to be in quite much of sorrow over the loss of one of your kin.
Sorrow, you read into me.
Well, that was the impression I got from your little associate.
I'll have to tell Agrapt that he must temper his tongue. I have not had much entertainment lately. Tell me, Lady Nephany, do you like games?
Games are great to pass the time.
Oh no.
Excellent. You are looking for Plairgoth. Would you be willing to wager for him? And she gives you a very fangful smile.
Well, and she turns, we carry numerous weights of gold and platinum in our possession, as well as items of magical properties.
And what are you willing to bet?
For Plagoth.
Yes.
Perhaps given the most recent incident that has happened, you say I could not help but overhear the recent conversation you had.
I'm very much sure you could, but continue.
You say you want these surface dwellers, these people brought to justice to pay for their crimes of slaying one of your kin.
We can settle our own debts. We do not need outsiders' help.
Very well then. Then, and I snap my fingers twice so I get a commanding tone to Durian.
I've had my head down considering, and I look back.
Alton, or Alton, sorry. Oh God. Alton, come here. Present the items that we have.
Durian stands.
I look
and-
at you
Are you
like,
still talking in Draconic,
do
by
it.
the way?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, we're talking Draconic.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
so what are Buck and Buck and Caben? I imagine you two are at the back just because like you ain't got fucking nothing to do with this.
Mhm.
You two are probably standing fairly close. Do you want to say anything to each other?
I would like lean over, kind of like awkwardly, like, "Are you as confused as I am?" Like while still smiling.
yeah, like I thought Durin was gonna talk.
Wrong.
So did I,
Beep. Wrong.
that was a very well timed beat.
I would try. I would basically be the entire time trying to match my expressions to the expressions on the faces of Alton and Nephany. Like if they look concerned, I'd look a little concerned. But if they look like they're doing good, I would look like they're doing good. But otherwise, I'm just like, I have no idea what's going on, but I don't want to do the wrong thing. So yeah.
Yeah, so I come back to Nephany and I say, Lady Nephany, retrieve the mace.
She pulls out her bear spray.
I look at Buck.
Just go get it and take it from her.
No. I'm going to click my fingers twice, point to you, and point to you, come here.
I bow and I walk over
Who are you
to
pointing
Buck
to?
and I
Yeah, I
put
was
my
gonna say,
hand-
who
Oh,
are you
to
pointing
Buck.
to? Oh,
Yeah, I put
I
my
said,
hand
come
out.
here.
I mean, we already talked about the rod, so I would obviously take the rod and put it in his hand.
And then I look over at Caben, and I
And
put
then
my
I sort of
hand.
give you the I give you like the back motion to take your former spot.
Yeah.
Apparently I have to upplay this so hard that I feel so sorry for you guys, but
You
I
don't.
like cock
I
an
do like
eyebrow
that.
confused, and I back up.
I give Durian the stash of ancient coins.
I look at Caben a moment, and I look at these.
So how many
What
silver
else?
is in there?
Wait, what else am I supposed to get? Oh, the medal? The medal's in there too? I don't have
No,
anything else?
I just raise an eyebrow. You decide what you're giving. I just say like,
Oh god. So Travis, there was never a monetary amount. You said I found two things you didn't give me monetary amount. A congealed stash of gold coins smushed together
Yep.
that we fed to the thing already.
Yep.
And
And
then,
then you had like 15 silver.
15
like-
silver coin, like old ancient silver coins. Yeah.
but they're silver.
Yeah. But I mean, it's like 15 silver coins.
Okay.
I'm just putting it into perspective.
He's
like-
like, "You're poor as fuck."
I could
bro.
give you
We gotta
eight.
do it."
I could give you 18 gold because that's all I have.
You say that.
No. I'm putting in your hand what we discussed earlier, which is the ancient silver coins and the metal.
Holy shit, you're poor as fuck.
Yes, I'm poor.
Yeah.
I get
Travis
it.
is
How
like,
do you-
I don't really
who do
give
you-
out magic
what do you
items, but
think
you guys
so-
are poor.
Under my breath.
Who do you think has been paying for everything because he's been so poor?
So
Okay.
I put that down, and I under my breath as I like put it in your hand, I'm like, use it if you need it, or slip it into your shirt, and I back up.
What you give me? What?
I told you the silver coins and the
Okay, slip it.
and
I
the-
didn't
and the
know,
metal.
Sure.
and
And,
the,
I,
and
and
the,
I say like really quietly, I'm like, what about the sword?
I I don't think I have that. I thought
What
Nina-
happened to that
I think
sword?
Nina has it.
I think she gave you back your sword.
Oh, okay. So
I
you-
returned
You
the
actually have like a bunch of magic items on you.
Yeah,
Yes.
you got the
Being Alice.
bow. You have
no
the
one ever
sword.
asked about those, Travis.
I just said, what about the
Yeah.
sword?
So as I back up, then I make a show. It's like as I back up, it was more of a way to get the sword off my back and with the scabbard and everything, and sent it like,
Okay.
into his hand.
Yeah.
And then I stand back in my spot, and then as an afterthought, very begrudgingly, I take Silver Bloodstone Chris and put it on top of his pile.
Okay. Yeah, and you know that that's magical as well. I think
Yeah.
you've gotten that all identified. So
Yeah, I know it has
So-
a vampiric spell on it that I have not used yet.
cool. So, what are you guys all putting down? Like, you're kind of grouping up, and
No. So I go to
This-
each
this is
person
like
and,
normal.
and collect the coins that Caben gave,
Mhm,
the cold iron sword,
mhm.
apparently the vampiric,
Silver
Chris.
dagger.
yeah, the dagger, the Chris, and then I turn back, and we have the rod as well, and I walk forward to the Marquise and I say, "This begins our negotiation, I hope." And I put those down in front, and I take out Venric's book, and I put that on top with the. Wait, did I give that up already?
No,
No.
you have that.
Yeah, Venric's book on
Like
top.
that's the thing you've been saying. Hey, this is what we came.
Yeah,
to.
yeah, and I put it on top, and I say, "This is what we were indicated to bargain with."
Hmm.
Now, my lady Marquise, you said a bet for a game.
Yes. Are you wagering
Well,
all of
Not
these?
bet it. I,
No, my
I
lady
like that
Marquise.
dagger way
I
too much.
Even used it.
accept.
I was saving it.
Come on, guys. Hold on. No, Lady Marquise, I would think a game to decide what we wager might be more interesting to you.
What do you wish to wager exactly? I
Well-
was going to wager Plagoth himself.
Hmm.
I have not had much entertainment of late,
Well then.
and I think you, my dear lady, might be fun to play with.
Wants to eat you.
Well, as like
Wow.
I would always start moving the items a little bit separate from each other.
Mm.
Like with my foot, I'm like, well, we have no shortage of great items here, my lady.
Yes, you seem to have come into my realm with an abundance of wealth.
So, shall we let fate decide what I shall bet?
I think we shall
Like I
let
said, like I was saying, my lady, a game to decide what is bet.
a game to decide the game. No. What are you betting? And what are you
Hmm.
betting it for?
Well then, I just look over the items, and I grab the sword, and then I take 5 steps away from the items, unsheath it, and put it into the ground so that she can see the sword properly.
Sure. Yeah, she watches you the whole time. Intently. And you would wager this for Plagoth.
Yes, this sword is quite valuable.
Yes.
Several piles of gold worth.
I have no doubt. Dwarven construct, it looks like. Strange, they don't usually use swords. Cold iron, effective against fey creatures. Magical, obviously. A valuable thing you present me. And you would wager this for Plagoth's life.
Yes.
Very well. I'm in a betting mood. The game shall be liar's dice.
Oh.
Are you a good liar, Lady Nephany?
No, she's
Oh
not.
God. Oh, it's like good. I mean, I have back
And she doesn't wait for you to respond. You see or you hear her say some words in an ancient language. Her eyes glow and she lifts a single front claw which is like big enough to just wrap around your head. And
Might wrap
as
around
she
your torso.
motions, a pair of large cups come down, as well as a small, like spindly table, and they plant themselves in front of you. The table in the ground and the cups in front of you. And as you look in, you can see a small pile of six-sided die.
Travis, are we rolling dice in our game of
Done
rolling
fucked up.
dice?
We're
Come
rolling
on.
dice for dice.
Come
This is
on.
great. No. I love this.
So here's
would this
here's-
be intimidate for like lying?
No.
no, you're playing the game.
You're playing. You're literally gonna play the
I
game.
know, I'm just saying, but I was wondering in terms of a stat about lying, would intimidate be the one
There
or bluff? Actually, no, it would be bluff.
there are no rolls here, Josh.
I know, I'm just saying. I was just curious.
Yep. So here's what's gonna happen. Do you know how to play liar's dice, Josh?
Guys.
Is this like the one from Pirates of the Caribbean where they
Basically,
like
yeah.
hide the dice to look at it and they go like 1 1, 2 1s, 2
Yep.
2s?
Yes.
So you're each gonna roll. Both myself and you are going to roll 6d6, and you're going to be wagering the total number of a certain sided die in both of your cups. So here's what's gonna happen. I am going to roll physically. You are going to roll publicly, but I am going to switch out of roll 20, so I don't see your rolls. We're gonna play liar's dice.
I was just gonna say, like, I've got these. I got a camera if you want. I don't know.
Do you,
Nope.
So
I would
Josh,
like-
you know you do know how to play, right? Like you
I've
have to wager
seen it.
higher.
I know. I've seen it on.
Yep.
Is it the Dead Man's Chest? Is
So
the second one?
it's in Pirates of the Caribbean, but they do a piss poor job explaining how the game works.
Yeah. So here's what you have to do. You have to either wager higher than what the person opposite you previously wagered, or you have to call them a liar.
Yeah.
You will use both my dice and yours.
the dice.
You can't
yeah.
see my dice. I will write down what they are.
Yeah,
So I
no,
won't-
not
I
worried
won't
about
cheat
that.
you.
So you
In other words, like you
Yeah.
have to say, I have 3 5s.
Yeah.
And I would have
I
to
know, I
wager
know, I get
4
that.
5s or 3 6s.
Yeah.
Something
4 5s
that-
or 3
Or call me
6s,
a
or
liar.
call
Yeah.
bullshit, basically. And okay.
Are you ready, Josh?
Yes.
Josh.
So you have
say
a
the
you
word.
have a moment to consult with the group.
Josh, I
I
have
just
this.
look at Durian and I'm like, well,
Yeah, Durian,
Well,
you know the
right.
game.
I look at Nephany and I say, My lady, this was not how it was supposed to go. I apologize, but know that I look over at the Marquise and I say, know that there are only 2 of you and 12 dice between you.
All right.
Do not be afraid to be bold. And I bow and step back.
Kevin, I think
Have-
now's a good time to rub the Buddha.
Josh, you want me
I was
to?
gonna say, I was about to say to Ultron, have faith, lesser one.
All right.
I cough. I'm like, what? Ugh. Mm-hmm.
Rubbing that Buddha.
Alright, so it's
All right.
66, was it?
66.
66.
Alright, Travis, so did you minimize roll 20 or whatever it was?
Yep,
Or?
I am out of
He
roll
left
20.
roll 20.
I am looking
So, guys,
at a
here's my
picture.
roll.
Yeah, go for it. We won't
My
say
roll
anything.
for the stream, guys.
Got it.
I need to roll 2 more.
Who bids first? Dude, good call, liar's dice.
So,
It's between the 2, right?
Yeah. So, The Marquise looks at you and says, I wager a pair of ones. Remember, you're using both her dice and yours.
So she's suggesting between the two of you,
Yeah, I
you
know,
have
I know.
there is a pair of ones on the board.
I know.
Okay. Just making sure before we go back into character. Okay.
2 6s.
3 6s. So you need
4 1s.
Ah. Hmm. I call you a liar.
Shit. How many 1s did she have, Travis?
She is 1-1.
Fuck.
Yeah. So you feel your cup
That's great.
lift up and you see a pair of ones between you.
Yeah, I had 2 6s. I couldn't go any higher than that.
Yep. So yeah, her cup lifts up. You see a single one as well as a pair of 6s. And you see both cups like scoop up the dice and the sword float over to her, plant itself in the ground, and she says, "Do you care to wager again?"
Yes.
All right,
And I
awesome.
snap my
And
fingers for
she looks over and the dagger, starts to float up and plant itself on the ground. Like she doesn't wait for you to like pick out an
Yeah.
item. She picks it out.
Alright, so I guess we're going again, Travis.
Yeah. She rolls.
Oh. Can I say something to Nephany?
Of course.
Yeah, I walk up as the daggers like floating and they're settling, and I say, quietly and draconic, my lady, start low. Do not reveal your hand so early.
Oh, I know exactly what I'm doing, Lesser One. That was simply a test. to
By
see what
my
she-
forgiveness, of course, and I back up.
And I smile at this
She-
point.
She looks at you and waits expectantly.
Very well. Refresh my memory, Travis. She started off with a pair of 1s, was it?
She did.
Alright.
You can start with whatever.
Yeah, you can
I know.
start
I
with,
was
with
just
6
curious
sixes.
to what she. I was just
Or
curious.
you
to
can
what she
start with
started
1-2. Like
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
1-1.
1-2.
1, 2.
2 3s.
2 4s.
3 3s.
3 5s.
4 5s.
5 5s.
I apologize, my lady Marquise, but I must call you a liar.
Lift up your cup.
I have 2 5s.
On the bottom, she has 3
There's
5s.
3.
5 5s.
Oh, come on!
You see the dagger gently lift and float over to her side.
Oh!
I'm
Would
sorry.
you
Like
I
to
can't
up
win
the
this.
stakes, my lady Nephany.
I whisper over to Caven and I'm like, this doesn't look like it's going so well.
Haven just, when the dagger goes like
Yeah,
into her, under her claw, he just goes.
Again, just to be fair, those were my first numbers.
No,
Those are
you're
the
good,
second.
Travis.
Yeah,
Okay.
I just couldn't.
You're
I
good.
couldn't
You're fine,
believe
man.
How lucky you got, Travis, with that.
Yep. So she floats the dagger over and she says, "Shall we up the wager? You have 2 more items. You could wager double or nothing. Put both on and you will win both back. Or you can put both on and win everything."
Oh shit.
Allison says
What
this is
two-
a bad
what
idea.
2 items is this? The rod and the book, was it?
The rod and the book.
Alton,
And it
Alton's
was-
nodding his head.
And
But
if
if-
we win, we get everything and the
Gorgoth.
and Quago, was it?
Gorgoth.
Oh, not without some additional wager. I'll let you win
Then-
both back for the price of both of yours, but if you want to win everything, you need to put something else on the line. 1, 2.
I have with me.
Just wait.
Hey! One
Yeah,
of those
let's see what.
Him, and she looks over at Buck.
Oh shit!
I am no man.
Oh wow!
I just when she says that, I look back at Buck and like Buck doesn't
Buck's
like
just
say anything,
like-
doesn't understand, but I look back
it's
at Buck.
either we win or we have to fight the dragon. So yes, I accept it. Bet.
You accept the bet?
Oh!
It says, excellent, and the cups lift up. One hovers into your hand.
I'm just like sitting around. I don't know what's going on.
Just wait, Josh. Just wait. I've got to get
Oh.
off the thing. I'm not
Please tell me
looking.
you didn't see
Okay.
that.
Did you not look at that, or should
Nope,
we roll again?
I didn't see it.
Okay. Oh my God! You just. I thought I would be the one to bet on Buck's life.
I mean,
Jesus.
I'm looking at the statistic standpoint. Either we fight her or we win.
Okay. She looks over at you, Nina, and she says, 1-5.
Two threes.
3 threes.
Three sixes.
4 sixes.
I call her a liar, Travis, and I pray to God she doesn't have a double six.
Okay, so you pull up your cup, and you reveal 2 sixes. So how many sixes does she need for you to win?
Two sixes.
Two
No.
six. She called 4 sixes. And you called her a liar.
Yeah.
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 So,
So
she only
she
needs one
needs
six.
less than 2 sixes, right?
No, she would need.
To loot, for her to lose, she needs less than 2. For her to win, she needs 2 or more.
Yeah.
Yes.
Please tell me she only has 1 6.
Can you
One-
read that?
Read it.
I can't see
you
Travis's
reading?
camera con.
She has 1 6.
1 6. I won.
I like. Whew, I look back and I like give a thumbs up to Buck. Like,
Alrighty, Mark.
Buck and I are both like,
This game is fun. New to me, but fun.
do the items float back over, Travis?
They don't. She looks at you like boring into you, Nina, and she says, "What do you want him for? Tell me the truth." And you feel like when she says that, it's more of a command than a request.
Oh, do I need a wisdom save or something, Travis?
Just what do you say? She speaks with great authority. Tell me the truth.
tell her you want to marry him, Nina.
I simply say, Travis, because you haven't told me otherwise, I have to say the truth. I simply say that we seek to sacrifice him to our God,
Okay.
for his wisdom will please.
Give,
the
give,
wisdom
give
in
me
his
a
blood will please
give me
her.
a wisdom save on that, or will.
Here we go, Travis. I was waiting for you to say that. Will save?
Mhm.
Don't fail me now, Will. 12?
You say we want the words kind of stick in your throat a bit. Why do you want him? Do not lie to me, girl.
We seek his knowledge. That's technically not a lie, Travis.
Oh.
I think you seek to save him. I don't think you seek his knowledge.
No, I mean,
Words stick in your
to save him in return for knowledge, or
No,
something,
you're
wasn't
you're
it?
nope. You're not seeking him for knowledge at all.
I mean, he was supposed to like be able to reward us with some kind of item or power or knowledge or something. Was
No.
the reasoning behind what we did, wasn't it?
The only reason we went to get him was because we said we would.
No, I mean, he's not wrong, but ostensibly it's a debate about whether our interests, and it depends on the character, whose interest more is to
Yeah.
help the squirrel people or it is for
Yeah,
what he may
you
be able to grant us. I mean, it's up in the air.
Yeah, he was never promised to grant you anything. He
True.
was told. It was said that he would be able to lead you out of this place, out of the tunnels, and you've
And-
already gotten that. So
And actually, in support of that, Josh, we left. We had our getaway. We could have escaped, and we came back. And it was not
Yep.
for knowledge. It was.
So Nina, the words stick in your throat again, and you see smoke start to unfurl out of Tabara's mouth.
Sweet.
What's her name?
Marquise is a title, by the way.
Yeah,
Right.
no,
I
I
know.
know that.
We
Tabara.
Tabara. Okay.
I'm trying to. Well, I always thought that we were doing it because he was going to grant us knowledge or like power or something on items. So,
Looks
at least
at
that's what I
you
thought
and
in
she
character.
bellows. Why do you want him?
Far out. I guess I have to say
Ah! And she
because we
smashes the
made a
table out.
deal.
It flies over your head, Caben, as you duck. Dice go spinning everywhere. Why do you want him? What
I
deal?
said it. For knowledge of safe passage.
Passage where?
Um. Where were we going? Like to the surface, was it?
Yeah, I mean that's where you guys were going.
Safe passage to the surface.
To the surface. You must have hundreds of tunnels. What could this gain you?
I step forward and I say, "We were asked to free him,
Free.
and we accepted."
Why?
Because we're always looking for gain somewhere, and we stumbled across an opportunity, one that we hoped would be worth what we could bargain with.
I will not let you take him for free.
Then perhaps a different sort of payment then. And actually, Travis, I can't believe you'll join us, but I have a bag. I figure this might actually come to this, Travis. I pull out a bag with 100 platinum pieces in it.
Wow. Okay. So you're offering her 1,000 gold.
Yes, effectively.
Okay.
As a token
It starts
of
to
goodwill.
tug against your hand as you see her eyes glow.
And then I say, in a token of goodwill, you may keep the dagger or the kris or whatever it's called. I'm sorry.
Yeah, the bag tugs out of your hand, and the items all like get up, and
Including the book and the rod?
yep, all four of them get up and fly at you, Caben. They just like fly at you in a heap. Give me a reflex save.
Hey, I'm good at these.
You get cold damage. That's what we'll worry about.
What is my? I have a +2 to reflex saves. Yeah.
Yeah, lightning reflexes. I gotta get that at one point.
Okay. It's factored into the thing already, right? Yeah.
Nice. Yeah,
23.
you manage to like twist your body out of the like way of the blades and kind of catch everything and just bowl over onto the ground.
Okay.
But yeah, you've got all the stuff, and she points over at like the wall basically, and she says, "Take him and leave if you can." and her massive wings unfurl and beat down. You're all buffeted by wind as she lifts off of the ground and flies up a tunnel.
Is she fighting us, Travis, or what's going on?
No.
She flies up a tunnel. Flies
I run over to
out
the
of the
wall
room.
that she pointed at.
Yeah, you get over to the wall, and as you get close, you notice like a small, almost earthen stump with a it looks like a chessboard set on top of it. There's a group of onyx pieces and a group of jade pieces. And as you kind of look over, you see a small hole in the wall, maybe like that big.
Blair God?
I'll look through the hole.
Who's there?
I am Alton. We're here to get you out of here. We've bargained for your life.
Please help me, water.
Yeah, I give him a little water
Travis.
skin. That's fine.
Yeah, I mean, there's a hole like that. You can't fit.
No,
much.
no. I say like I have him put his mouth up against the hole, and
Yeah, you see a familiar looking kind of nose and fur and whiskers. And yeah, as you pour some water in, there's a greedy lapping at the flow of liquid. Please help me out of here.
Where's the exit?
There's just a wall. It's like
I ask him.
she sealed me in here. Please.
Alright,
language is
Travis.
this, by the way?
I like tap the body wall twice. How thick is this stone?
Yeah, I reach
Yeah.
my hand into the hole. Like, how thick is it?
Maybe like 5 inches of rock.
Ugh.
Oh, only 5 inches of rock, Travis?
Only?
I'm being serious.
Only 5 inches of rock.
I'm being quite serious.
There are 5 inches of rock.
I tell him to step back.
Okay.
He's like, I can't.
Alright.
And then you blow him up.
Dun, 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 dun. I just need to show I actually have stuff like this.
What are you trying to do?
I mean, worst case scenario is I'm going to use my foot. But I was thinking to make sure if I had like a small hammer or
On
something.
5 inches of rock, your foot.
I mean, it's still only rock. It was not. It's not like it's actual
It's a
rock.
solid stone
Sealed
wall.
off rock.
5 inches thick. You're gonna kick
I mean,
it.
I'm Sean. I could probably break it. I'm just
It's
saying.
half a foot. It's half a foot of rock.
me a-
Less than
No,
half.
I want to see the nat one here. Give me a roll.
I know it's less than
Out
half
of
a foot.
curiosity,
but-
before I do this, does anyone have a pickaxe or a hammer or something? Because apparently, the starter kits of
We
this.
do back it down the tunnels a ways, but that's a ways away.
I have manacles.
Man.
I mean,
What's
like
that?
normally like the starter pack stuff says like a small hammer and stuff, but that's 5e.
They
I
don't.
I
That's
can't
fine.
remember.
Yep.
5e.
No,
Yeah.
you don't have any digging equipment as far as I remember. So no, give
well.
give me a. I
Okay.
guess
I mean,
this-
would a throwing axe be handy in this situation?
not at all.
very
Not
help.
not even a little bit.
Like, the closest thing is we could use the grappling hook to, like, buffet the rock. But because we don't have a hammer or anything.
Even that, like, it's not. You're not focusing your. That wouldn't work very well.
I'm
No, it
gonna
wouldn't.
shoot my
It wouldn't.
crossbow at the
I was
rock.
gonna say, so
Yeah,
Throw the
no,
crossbow.
and then
I wanna see you like try and drop kick this thing. Let's do it.
I mean, drop kick, no, but like curve
Roll
stomp or,
roll
like,
me a strength check. Just straight up strength.
Hit the 20,
D20
Josh.
plus
Hit the 20.
D20
20.
plus.
plus my mod.
Close.
19. Not bad. You land a solid kick, and your knee and leg flexes and absorbs the blow, and you fall backwards because it's 5 inches of solid fucking rock.
I mean, I've broken through worse, Travis. So
This isn't like a rock wall, like we're just pebbles step. This is a solid rock.
I
Cavern
mean, it
wall.
would have had. I was under the impression that it got like remade over the exit. So
No,
It-
would be
it
structurally
might have,
would-
but
it
it's
looks
solid
like a
rock.
single piece of solid stone.
Yeah, it's not like a remade rock wall. It's
The hand axes I like obviously the blades aren't gonna work, but the back end of the hand axe, is it like a flat hammer?
It's
Maybe?
kind of designed to be throwable, so it's
Oh,
not
okay.
made to be super like sturdy. Like if you smash it on shit for long enough, it'll break.
It'll break. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, the only other idea I had is sadly I go over to Buck. I literally just grab the rod of ice, and I literally actually touch the rock with the rod of ice for like, say, maybe 15 seconds, Travis. And I think you know where I'm going with this.
Okay. You just
And then
hold
I
it
try to
there.
kick it.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, you're holding it there
Oh,
and
hold on.
touching.
Hold on.
Because
We
I'm
could-
trying to like use the magical properties of the cold.
Okay.
Yeah,
try
no, I'm
and-
saying we could science this, right? Like alternate hot and cold.
Yeah.
But do you have the source of anything hot? Like,
I
it's
have
maybe
alchemist.
There's
I
lava
have,
everywhere.
we have
I was gonna say,
lava. I
there's
have
lava,
alchemist
Travis.
fire.
You said there's lava.
I have alchemist
there
fire.
is. That you keep in mind. You also want to keep the person on the other side of this alive.
Nah.
Yeah.
Right. We're not pouring it
I
through
mean,
the
we got
hole.
alchemist fire, Travis. We could use that.
Does anyone else have a way of getting through 5 inches of solid rock?
Yes,
Well,
I do.
Durian does. But that
But I
doesn't
don't
get.
think I can't. I'm looking. I can't take somebody back through it.
Can you?
No.
I don't think Blink can. It's
Wait, how
5
big is this
feet.
guy?
I don't think I can.
Shrink him, right? Into a tiny.
How big is this guy, Travis?
Oh wait, did we actually have a
Travis?
potion of like turn someone small or something?
Travis?
No.
Well, yeah.
Travis?
Yes.
How big is this guy?
A medium-sized creature.
Oh. Can we just widen the hole, guys? Like,
With
Well,
what?
I mean,
Travis, I cast Blink on myself, and I jump through the wall.
Okay.
I
Give
gotta
me a
roll-
D2.
Yeah. Bad.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah,
shunted somewhere.
you take D6 damage. You take 5 damage, and you end up inside there with him.
Okay.
It smells awful. Like someone's been in here for a long time. It's maybe 4 by 4, and he's kind of sort of sitting on like a rock bench.
oh,
I go. Ow! God. Ugh.
What are you doing here?
What do you mean? What am I doing? I just gave you water outside, and now I'm in here. What does it matter?
Are you here to get me out?
Yes, we bargained for your life. It costs a lot of platinum.
Has she consented to let me leave?
She said so, but I don't think it's a done deal. I think she's come back. We need to get you out of here. How can we get you out of here? You're a wise man.
There would be a seam in the rock somewhere. It was forged in one piece, but it was put onto the rock around it to form a wall. If you can get something in there, wedge it open.
well, that I can't.
It will be heavy.
Yeah. So from the inside and my
Mhm.
dark vision,
Yeah.
can I inspect the edges for a seam?
Yeah, you can look around and give me a perception check. Yeah,
Holy crap.
easy peasy. You find the seam where the rock was like put onto what was probably like an open cell. And you have a seam. What do you do with it?
Yeah, I assume I did this pretty quickly, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. So I am blink still going. I blink back through the other side.
Okay, you done blunked.
I got to roll.
D2.
I'm okay.
You're good. Yeah.
Okay, so I made it back through and I say, "Woo! Guys, there's a seam right should be right over here. If we stick something in it and pry, the
Oh,
wall
that's
should
easy
be
enough.
Yeah. Yeah, now that Durian points it out, you can see like a seam, because it's not straight on in the rock, it's more angled, so you can really see it the first time. Yeah, you could, if you can get something in there, you may be able to wedge it open.
All right. Well, this is where actually now the hand axe does come in handy, because I'll wedge the tip of the hand axe in,
Hmm?
and then effectively use it as a crowbar and go pull.
Okay, cool. Who's going to assist Nina?
I
I'll
go
do
to
it.
grab the hand axe and my hands go through it and I'm like, I'm no good right
Yeah,
now.
I mean, it's got to be one of the real
Okay.
elves.
Yeah. Who's
Caben, roll me a strength check.
who's stronger, me or Buck?
I have a
I
plus
think you
one
guys
strength.
are equally.
Okay.
I think you get.
All
Yeah.
right, what am I
Yeah,
rolling?
we're both
Sorry.
like dex fighters, like fucking stuff.
Just a strength check. 1d20 plus your strength mod.
Okay, that's a 1.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah,
really help.
he's fucking no help. Nina, can you muscle this through?
Not
Nope.
really.
Yeah, your hand axe, you get the wrong angle and it snaps.
All right. Well,
Think you have another
thought-
hand axe, right?
yeah. So I just like yoink
Hand
that one
axe.
out. I put a new one in,
And
and this
wait,
time I
hold on.
point to Buck and I say swap.
Buck, give me a roll. Caben's
I'm
not
gonna be
helping much.
Not. I'm still bruising from catching all the crap earlier.
Wait, am I doing a straight strength
Yep.
roll?
Yeah.
Yep, 1d20 plus strength.
Jesus.
Not much help.
Elves.
Nina
Fucking
Alia.
elves. Am I right? Am I right?
Oh my god.
So you end up breaking a couple of hand axes. Eventually, you said you had a grappling hook, right?
Grappling hook or
Yeah.
the cold iron sword, either one.
Okay, you break the grappling hook too, but you eventually wedge this thing open enough to all get your arms around it, get your feet pressed against the wall, and push this thing open. So take those items off your sheet.
Yeah.
But yeah, you wedge this rock open just enough to pull out this emaciated, furred creature.
Player Goth.
At the the standard nose, whiskers, rat tail.
We must go now. Do you know the best way out of here?
Surface, take me to the surface.
Well, we're gonna try. Do you know the way?
I've been here for years.
Years?
Years.
Shit.
Well,
Nephany, I thought he was here for a couple, weeks.
enough. We're leaving now.
Okay, Travis, the
Young
By the way, did
man,
she take?
one
By the way,
moment.
did she?
Pl-
Hold on,
please.
say-
you, and he points a shaking finger over at Caben.
Yes. Wait, what is he speaking? Elvish?
Elvin.
Okay, I'd say yes.
He points at the board with a shaking hand. Rook tonight 4.
All right, I move.
You move the
Which
piece.
color? I asked which color, and I move
Rook,
the piece.
Rook to night 4.
Jade.
Yeah, Jade, Rook to night 4.
And he looks up at the tunnel and says, "Checkmate."
Oh, for Ireland, boys. And
Oh.
Alton.
Girl.
Checkmate, motherfucker.
Yeah. So you guys, what do you do?
There's no other exit tunnel except for the way we came that we can reach, right?
I mean,
Yeah.
there's a question. There's a question I got to ask Travis. After she
Yes.
gave her items back, did she take the 1,000
Yeah.
gold? Across
Oh,
the
yeah.
and the
Oh
deck?
yeah, she did.
Yep.
Okay.
She
I wanted to make sure our bargain was struck. Basically, our bargain was struck. I had not, you know.
she threw your items back, but took the
1,000
100
gold.
platinum.
1,000 platinum, yeah.
Alright.
You're fine.
I'll adjust my character sheet, and then I guess.
So
we
there were
go out
holes.
the way
There
we
were
came in.
holes in various rooms, but none of them are high enough to reach, especially without a grappling hook.
They're
right?
too high to reach. Yes.
High enough to reach. Yeah, that's
Right.
what I meant. Like,
Let's go out. I mean, I'm saying during as an.
Yeah. So who remembers the way?
Let's go out the way we came back in.
I mean,
well,
I assume
there's
I
only
potentially
one
would.
way right now.
Fuck
Through the
it.
obsidian doors we came through, downstairs
Yeah.
to the hot
The-
room.
So the directions, like you went up a bunch of twisting tunnels,
Buck
and
did a
Buck, I
survival
think.
check a while ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Buck, your survival check holds. You remember the way back down. You turn an odd corner and see a group of kobolds eating something. You're like, this isn't the way. But yeah, you twist and turn and get back to the entrance. And outside there, Melikal looks at all of you and says, Were you successful?
I
It seems
Yes.
so. I haven't seen the Rat Man in some years. He looks rather worse for the wear.
And funny enough, Travis.
Yeah?
I figured here's a funny thing. I sort of assumed we would deal with this guy again, and we'll thank him for his services by leaving another small pouch behind for him. And
Okay.
inside of it is going to be 10 platinum.
Okay. It's just a drawing of a dick butt. Nice. Yeah. You leave him 10 platinum and says, I will seek you as well when I take over the underworld.
I just
I bow and I
curtsy
say,
and then
"Thank you, sir. Be going now."
Cool. So you guys make your way through the massive
I'll
village.
my bank account.
Kobolds generally part ways, as you go through.
Yeah, I'm back to walking confidently.
Yeah. As you go through, you get like a crowd of the guys with the obsidian pikes, kind of following you to the gates. But you get there relatively unharassed, and they're open.
Yeah.
Out we go. And Dordowan.
We don't
We're still
wait.
going.
I act like I assume that they would be open, and I leave.
Okay. Awesome. So you guys go up the various tunnels, carrying this man along. Get to where are you going?
We're going
To
out
surface.
the little exit chute towards Hextia,
Yeah.
where we came in.
Okay, awesome. So you climb out the tunnels, carrying him most of the way, and you eventually get to the surface. And he kind of collapses on the ground, looks at all of you, and says, "Thank you. I would not have made it out if not for you. I appreciate all of your help." And as he says that, his flesh starts to bubble and expand, and he grows and transforms into a large purple dragon looking something like this.
Oh my God,
Oh,
okay.
we
This
probably doomed us
motherfucker.
all.
We
he
just
No.
unfurls his wings and flaps them in the night air and flies away.
Oh my gosh.
call up and I
And
say,
good session, everyone.
Where's the favor?
Buck just
Where's
sits
the
down
favor?
and is like, alright, well, that was
I
unexpected,
mean,
I
we
guess.
just saved a purple dragon. Wait. Travis, I gotta ask. Does it have the reflection of gems shining from it?
Truly outrageous.
It's they are truly outrageous. We will answer that next time. Thanks everyone for joining us. I appreciate it. It was fun to play.
GG.
And I look forward to our next session.
Hey guys, we just went through many rooms with many kobolds and dragons and didn't get in a fight all
Didn't get
session.
in a fight. Didn't get in a
Hey,
fight.
and
Oh,
I didn't
dear.
die without potentially knowing that I was gonna die. And
Yeah,
That's right.
by the way, Allison,
You
I
get
was
sold
totally
into
gonna
Dragon
offer
Slavery.
Buck up.
For what it's worth, Allison, we were like the first two games were like the thing of like you do the bet and then the third game's the serious one. Just so you know.
No, you weren't. It's a
Alright,
random
I know.
roll,
I
Josh.
so was.
Don't
I so was.
bullshit
I was
us.
getting a feel for Travis. No, I'm a professional poker player, damn it. I was feeling out Travis's bluffs.
No,
I was
No.
paying attention to
well,
Travis
that's
the
true. That
entire
is.
time.
See, I think Travis did you a favor, but
Travis, I will show you my first ranked body trophy.
no, I don't think
You
he
know-
doubts you. I'm
You
just
know
saying.
what, guys? I had a lot of fun. I think it's time to wrap up the stream.
GG.
Yeah.
Good night,
yeah,
guys.
Allison's gonna go to bed.
GG's, guys.
All right,
Thanks,
thanks
so much
everyone for
watching.
joining us.
If you like
Thank
the
you
stream,
for confusing me and
if you
talking
like the
over my
stream,
head,
please
bunch
leave the channel a
jerks,
follow.
douchebags.
We typically play D&D on Monday nights, and you can join us on other times for I don't know, the shenanigans we get into that are usually some kind of roleplay related. Yeah, thanks for watching. Have a good night.